court, haven't done anything to him.
She will be arrested for contempt of court.
It doesn't make any difference.
You will serve 10 days for contempt of court. Go now.
Get off me!
Can't find back.
Wait and see. Get my bracelet off the floor.
Welcome to Male Choices, the place where we expose the cold hard truth about modern relationships. You've got women cheating, asking for divorce, playing the victim like it's a game. But let me tell you something. Real men don't fall for this nonsense. And listen, 99% of you watching haven't subscribed, so make sure to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss what's coming next. Today, we're cutting through the lies and getting to the core of what's really going on.
When you found out she was pregnant, even though she said it could be yours or it could be my ex's, did you step up?
Yes, ma'am.
You did?
Yes, ma'am. I did everything. Take care of the boys, make sure they going to school. I was, feeding her, doing the cleaning.
So you were there participating like the father. Did you sign the birth certificate?
No, I didn't sign anything because I wanted the DNA test first.
Well, that was smart. It has been determined by this court. Mr. Jones, you are not the father.
I didn't know. Yeah.
You okay, Mr. Jones?
I'm ready to go.
I'm sorry. I hope you will find comfort in knowing that you did the right thing.
Here we go, another classic example of how men get played in this broken system. This guy, Mr. Jones, steps up, takes care of everything like a real man should. Feeding her, cleaning, making sure the kids are good, playing the father role, and all the while she's lying to his face, making him believe the child might be his. He's doing everything right, but what does he get in return? Betrayal. Let's get something straight. This situation right here is exactly why men need to be smarter. DNA test first, no questions asked. Mr. Jones was smart enough to hold off on signing the birth certificate, but let's face it, the damage was already done. He invested his time, his energy and his heart into a child that wasn't even his. She used him, plain and simple. And what does the court say? You're not the father. It's like a slap in the face after all that effort, all that time. This man was torn apart by the truth, but here's what men need to realize. This is what happens when you put trust in the wrong people. If a woman's willing to lie about something as serious as a child, she has no respect for you, and she's not worth your time. This isn't just about cheating, it's about control. She kept him around, knowing the truth, letting him be the provider, the caretaker, while the whole time she knew it wasn't his kid. That's pure manipulation, and men need to wake up and stop letting this happen. So, to all the Mr. Jones out there, don't be that guy, protect yourself. Don't just take someone's word for it, because in this world, actions speak louder than words. And if she's lying about a child, she's not the one. You dodged a bullet, Mr. Jones. Now it's time to move on. Get back on your grind and never let someone pull you down like that again. You're better off without her.
You are his father.
All right! Thank you. Look at my boy. It's my boy.
All right, now this is a deeper story. This man's been through hell, wife's been cheating, lying, doing him dirty for who knows how long. At that point, how do you trust anything? How do you even know if your own child is really yours? That's what this guy's been wrestling with. The doubt, the betrayal, the pain. He had to get a DNA test just to find out if the boy he's been raising is even his son. And that's tragic in itself, that a man has to reach a point where he can't trust the people closest to him because of lies and disloyalty. But here's the moment, the DNA test comes back and it's confirmed. The boy is his. You can feel the weight lift off his shoulders. After all the mistrust, after everything his wife put him through, this is the truth he needed. And he breaks down. This isn't just about finding out the boy is his. This is about reclaiming his faith in something real in a world full of deceit. It's a moment of pure relief and joy, but also a release of all the pain he's been holding in. This man's been torn apart by betrayal, probably questioning everything in his life. Was anything real? But in this moment, he gets the one answer that matters. His boy is his son. And that's why he tears up, because he fought through the lies and finally got to the truth. Look, it's brutal that a man even has to go through this in the first place. No man should have to second guess whether his child is truly his, but that's the world we live in when loyalty goes out the window. This guy's wife threw him into doubt, made him question his role as a father, but he didn't run away. He took the test, faced the truth head-on, and came out with the victory. This isn't just a happy ending. It's a testament to a man's resilience. Even when his trust was shattered, even when he had every reason to walk away, he stood firm and demanded the truth. And when he got it, that moment of joy, those tears, that's a man reclaiming what's his. Respect to him. He fought for the truth, and he won.
And a guy walked up to me, and he's like, well, you look like you need somebody to talk to. Do you want to go to my camper and talk? So I go back to his camper with him, and we talked about it, and then one thing led to another. He kissed me, and then we had sex.
Let me tell you this. You ain't got to be guilty about it no more. I know about it. And I know you're sorry. Just don't hold it on me no more. That's my baby no matter what. And you're my wife. I love you.
When it comes to 2-month-old Sophia Fisher, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Fisher, you are the father.
All right, let's dive deep into this courtroom drama and see what's really at stake. We've got a husband and wife situation that's gone seriously sideways. The wife, despite her commitment to her marriage, ended up cheating on her husband. She found herself in a camper with another guy, and now there's a baby on the way, adding a whole new layer of complexity. Here's where it gets intense. In court, the husband is showing a level of maturity and integrity that's truly impressive. Despite the betrayal and emotional turmoil, he's standing firm, saying, I know what happened, I know you're sorry, but that's my baby no matter what. He's making it clear that despite the personal pain and the way he's been wronged, he's choosing to step up and take responsibility for his child. This situation is a powerful example of how to handle a difficult and heart-wrenching scenario with grace. The husband had every reason to walk away, to turn his back on the entire situation, and yet he's choosing to be involved in his child's life. This decision isn't just about doing what's expected. It's about a deep commitment to his values and a testament to his character. What's remarkable here is not just the decision to be involved, but the attitude behind it. It's easy to let betrayal and hurt cloud your judgment and make you act out of spite or anger. But this husband is showing that true strength lies in rising above those emotions and making choices based on what's best for the child, not just himself. He's embracing his role as a father, even when it comes with a lot of pain and difficulty. The takeaway from this courtroom scene is significant. How you handle betrayal, personal heartbreak, and challenging situations speaks volumes about your character. It's not just about the decisions you make, but how you make them. Stepping up and taking responsibility, especially when it's hard, is a mark of true strength and maturity. In life, we all face moments where we're tested. How we respond to those moments defines us. This husband's choice to prioritize his child's well-being over his own hurt is a powerful reminder that sometimes the hardest paths lead to the greatest displays of integrity and strength.
This is the case of John versus Willette. You all have been together for 5 years and engaged for 4 years.
I brought him here today because I feel that he's cheating on me.
She's thinking that. You know, I feel like it's all a cover-up for what she's doing, so.
You believe she's doing this to deflect about what she may be doing.
Ask him where it went, he'll say he bought cigarettes or something to that nature, but he just bought cigarettes like an hour before that.
Where do you think he's taking a woman for $5 and $10?
Again, you know, she's kind of extra close with my roommate, like, and
why do you believe that?
I found a pair of her panties on my bedroom floor. What are they doing on my bedroom floor?
We
She
live
don't.
together.
She
we
does
do
our
our
laundry
together.
But you don't do our laundries are separate.
Miss Herrera, your roommate, have been sexually involved.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Obviously, I was going through stuff with him and the lies, and we just kind of relied
That
on
makes
each
it okay,
other,
then?
and it.
So let's break down this courtroom showdown and see what's really happening here. We've got John and Willette, a couple that's been together for 5 years and engaged for 4. Sounds like a pretty standard setup, right? But things are about to take a wild turn. So Willette brings John to court, accusing him of cheating. She's convinced he's being unfaithful, and John's sitting there thinking, "Joe, hold up. I think she's just trying to deflect from what she's actually doing." Classic case of finger pointing. John's not playing along with the drama. He's saying Villette's been acting suspicious and extra close with his roommate. Then bam! John drops a bombshell. He found Willette's panties on his bedroom floor. That's not exactly a subtle clue. The judge digs deeper and reveals that Willette and John's roommate have been sexually involved. Willette admits it, saying it happened because she and the roommate were lying on each other during a rough patch. Talk about a plot twist. Here's the core of the situation. Willette tried to accuse John of cheating to cover up her own infidelity with his roommate. It's a messy, classic case of projection where you blame someone else for what you're actually doing yourself. Now, what can we learn from this? It's a stark reminder of the importance of honesty and integrity in relationships. When trust gets broken, it doesn't just hurt, it often leads to even more deception and drama. In this case, Willette's attempt to accuse John of cheating didn't just fail, it backfired, exposing her own betrayal. This situation also highlights the need for clarity and communication in relationships. If you're going through tough times, dealing with issues openly and honestly is crucial. Trying to shift blame or hide your own mistakes only makes things worse and often leads to more harm. So what's the takeaway? When dealing with relationship issues, don't let your emotions drive you to make accusations or act out of spite. Own up to your actions, communicate clearly, and deal with problems head on. It's about handling your affairs, personal and relational, with integrity and transparency. https www.youtube.com shorts HJOTRSQMI9s. All right, let's break down this courtroom spectacle and see what's really going on here. We've got a classic case of marital drama where trust and deception are at the forefront. Here's the situation. A person brings their spouse to court, accusing them of cheating. And as the case unfolds, things get even messier. So, the accuser claims their spouse has been unfaithful, citing suspicious behavior like a late-night casino visit. They also drop a bombshell about discovering a naked picture of themselves taken without their consent. That's a heavy accusation and definitely adds fuel to the fire. But here's where it gets interesting. The court digs deeper. They find out that the casino's nightly drawings end much earlier than the spouse's reported return time. So, what's going on here? Is there a cover-up or just a whole lot of misunderstanding? Then there's the issue of a shirt that doesn't fit. Apparently, the spouse's attempt to explain this away doesn't hold water. It's these little inconsistencies that make people question the truth behind the accusations. And let's not forget the voice analysis. The court used it to determine if the spouse was being deceptive. And guess what? The analysis picked up some signs of dishonesty. Voice cracking and other signals indicate that the spouse might not be entirely truthful. Here's the bigger picture. This situation is a prime example of how complex relationships can get when trust is broken. It highlights how people sometimes resort to deception and manipulation to cover their tracks, and it underscores the importance of honesty and clear communication. So, what's the takeaway here? Whether you're dealing with relationship issues or personal disputes, handling them with integrity and transparency is key. Trying to shift blame or deceive others only complicates matters and often makes things worse. In life, you've got to be vigilant and aware of what's really going on. If you're in a situation where trust is shaky, focus on dealing with it head-on rather than playing games or hiding the truth. The more you own up to your actions and face reality, the better you can handle the fallout.
What do you do for a living?
I don't work.
So what do you do during the day?
Nothing.
You don't want to work?
No.
So you're just living off of his child support?
I am. And we live with our mother.
And you're proud of that?
Well, we were living with him, and I was a stay-at-home mom. He made the income.
But you can work now, right?
I can, but...
No, but you can go get a job, right?
I could, but I'm not going to. My rent's free. My food is free. My mom's the homeowner. We don't have to pay nothing.
Who covers health insurance?
I do. What I'm going to do is give you credit, actually. Bring your child support down. And
Down?
hopefully, yes, slightly. It's still expensive. $1,093 a month.
That's it?
Well, it would be more if you get a job.
He would pay more if I got a job?
No, it would be more for the child if you got a job.
We're dealing with a situation where a stay-at-home mum is in court discussing child support. Here's the rundown. She's not working, living rent-free with her mother, and is fully supported by child support payments from her ex. Now that's a situation with a lot to unpack. First off, we have a mum who's not contributing financially. She's relying on the child support payments and her mum's generosity to cover her living expenses. The questioning gets intense when she's asked if she plans to work. Her answer? No, she's perfectly content with her current setup. Rent-free, food covered, and only paying for health insurance. Sounds like a pretty cushy deal, doesn't it? Now, here's where things get even more interesting. The judge suggests that if she were to get a job, her child support payments might be reduced. This is a classic case of how financial responsibility and support are interconnected. The logic is simple. If you're earning, you might need less financial support from the ex. The amount of $1,093 a month in child support is significant, but the argument is that if she contributes to the household, that amount could be adjusted downward. This situation highlights a few key issues. First, it's a prime example of financial dynamics in relationships and how they shift post-separation. It shows how legal and financial obligations can be adjusted based on personal circumstances, including employment status. Here's the core takeaway. Financial independence and responsibility are crucial, especially in the context of relationships and child support. Relying solely on external support while refusing to contribute or seek employment can lead to complicated financial and legal situations. The balance of financial responsibility often reflects on both parties, and it's essential to understand how your choices impact those dynamics. The broader lesson here is about taking charge of your own financial situation and not relying on others to support you indefinitely. Whether it's in a relationship or after a breakup, being proactive about your own earnings and responsibilities is key to maintaining control and respect in your financial life.